Rules for basketball. The ball may be thrown in any direction with one or both hands. 2. The ball may be batted in any direction with one or both hands. 3. A player cannot run with the ball. The player must get the ball from the spot he catches it. 4. The ball must be held in the hands, in or between the hands. The arms or the body must not be holding it. 5. No shoving, holding, striking, pushing or tripping any of the opponents. The first infringement of this rule by any person would be counted as a foul. If it happens again, then the second time would be disqualified him for the next basketball match. If there is evident intent to injure the opponent for the whole game, the opponent will be suspended for the whole game. No substitution shall be allowed. 6. A foul is striking the ball first. Violations of rules 3 and 4, such described in Rule 5. 7. If either side makes the consecutive fouls, it shall count a goal for opponents. Consecutive means without the component in the meantime making a foul. 8. A goal shall be made when the ball is thrown or battered, grounds into the basket, stays there without falling, providing those defending the goal do not touch disturb goal. 9. When the ball goes out of bounds, it shall go into field play and play by the first person touching it. 10. The time shall be 2 15-minute halves with 5-minute rest in between. Laws of basketball. The basketball game. Basketball is played by 2 teams of 5 players each. The aim of each game is to score in the opponent's basket to prevent the other team from scoring. The game is controlled by officials, table officials, and commissioner if present. 2. Basketball opponents own. The basketball that is attacked by a team is a component basketball, and the basket which is defended by the team is team's own basket. 3. Winner of the game. The game that has scored the greater number of points at the end of the playing time shall be the winner. 4. Playing court. The playing court shall have a flat, hard surface, free from obstruction, with dimension of 28 meters in the length by 15 meters in width, measured from inner edge of the boundary line. 5. Backcourt. A team backcourt consists of its team's own basket in the bounds part of the backcourt, and that part of the playing court limited to the end behind the team own basket side in the center. 7. Boundary line. The playing court shall be limited by the boundary line, consisting of the end lines and the side lines. These lines are not part of the playing court. Any obstruction, including seated plan bench, personnel, shall be listed 2 meters from the playing court. 8. Central line. Central line circle and 3 full semicircles. Central line shall be marked parallel at the ends of the midpoint of the sideline. It shall be content beyond each sideline. The central sideline, the back part of the backboard. 9. The central circle shall be marked in the center of the playing court and have radius of 1.80 meters measured outer edge of circumstances. If the inside of the central circle is painted, it must be the same color as restricted areas. The 3 full semicircles shall be marked on the playing court with the radius of 1.8 measured to the outer edge of the circumstance. and with the centres of the midpoints freeform. Regulations of basketball. Control, regulate, supervise, and direct and foster, encourage and advance sport of basketball and practice of men's and women's basketball in all of its forms of all age groups, every country worldwide. 2. Manage basketball throughout the world through participation, development, competition, commercial means. Ensure basketball throughout the world is carried on a manner which allows the sport of the competitive and fair. Formulate or adopt, implement appropriate policies in relation to discrimination, sexual harassment, equal opportunities, equality, drugs, doping, health and safety, infection, disease, and such other matters arise from time to time addressed to basketball. 5. Adopt, formulate issues, interpret, implement, and amended from time to time. Such rules include officiating rules, the game and regulations as necessary for the control and conduct of the basketball throughout the world. Allocate and control the conduct and admission of officials, international competition at a national team and club level. License and or endorse conduct management of international basketball competitions or games where this is interest of furthering its mission. Establish and maintaining a FIBA basketball judicial system, providing process of appeal, decision and settlement. 9. Strict observation, officiating basketball games and providing contain in the general situation of regulation of FIBA, other rules and regulations, decision of FIBA, both in spirit and letter, in primary condition for obtaining and maintaining membership in FIBA. Admission procedures are set out to regulate FIBA. P2. In basketball, there are usually one lead referee and one or two umpires. The role and responsibility as a referee is to ensure that the rules and the laws of the game are being followed. Normally, the referee would be part of a field competition, has authority to make the decisions about the play. However, some sports use match referees who are not active part of play. For example, cricket uses match referees to support the umpire, and they will make the judgment concerning correct conduct of the game and hand out penalties for breaches of the law of the game. Whereas umpires is responsible of the activity during a game, they will ensure that the law of the game are followed and sprite the game of maintaining sportsmanship. The umpire will also make key decisions such as whether a batsman is out in the basketball to ensure the spectators, players and schools understand decisions that have been made. A series of signals are used. A series of hand signals are being used. These are clearly demonstrates each decision. P3. Player in a legal position. In basketball, you will need to remain within the specific area of court. If a player was to position illegally after clearing stating the boundaries, then I would have to respond by occurring a free fall to the opposing team. Ball out of play. Most sports will have defined boundaries which outline to the players and officials whether the ball has left the field of play or court. These lines are important as they influence who has the position of the ball when the player resumes, and this can have a direct effect on the scoring game. For example, in basketball, if the ball was considered out of play, or the opposing team will get the ball, which is why it is important for the official to see the ball out or not. The video technology has recently been implemented in basketball to see whether the umpire has made the correct decision. Player injury. It's common to get injured on a court. As an official, I would try and help the players avoid injuries as much as possible. This will be done by ensuring the rules of the game and that prevents foul, dangerous tackles or followed, and protective equipment such as shin pads is worn, and facilities or the pitch is suitable and free from hazards. If any injury occurs during the play, it is normal for officials to stop play so that the player can receive treatment. When this happens, the official will stop the clock so that the time cannot be wasted. If possible, the injury should be treated off pitch so that they can resume play as soon as possible. In more serious cases, a player may be substituted if they can no longer continue, and the official should allow this within the rules of the game.